What's going on, everybody? JT here, coming at you with another episode of Pokemon Go, and today the Luminous Legends Y Event has started, which is pretty cool because we have a brand new limited time research, and also we have brand new shiny shadows to hunt for. Now, unfortunately today, they will only be coming in on balloons because Team Go Rocket leaders spawn at 6 a.m., and this event went live at 10, so they already have their old teams, but this is also my last chance of getting a shiny shadow Carvana to possibly make into a Shundo, so fingers crossed we might be able to pull that off today, but it only depends on how good Sierra spawns today. But anyways, speaking of the new shiny shadows though, we have some to hunt for. Cliff will have C-Dot, which is actually pretty good for you PvPers. Shiny Shadow C-Dot's gonna be out there. And Arlo has Shiny Shadow Venonat, which kind of seems redundant, seeing that its shiny gains a blue nose and blue eyes. Now it's gonna just have a blue nose with some dark red eyes. It is what it is. And also, Sierra has Sneasel again. So if you missed it the first time and you really want it, this is your chance to get it. But speaking of the new ones, I do have Arlo right here. So let's fight him and see what happens. Now, this is going to be the only time I do one of these battles in front of you for this video, to seeing that these do take a little bit of time, but this is the team I'm going to use. It's Mega Charizard Y because it's a fire type. It's disgusting. Watch, I'm probably going to beat this entire thing with just him because he's just so overpowered. I want to say it's one of the top DPSers in the game. So, here we go. Boom. Watch this. Fire Spin does so much damage. It's disgusting. And the Confusions are doing a bit of damage, but if you get lucky and it has a Bug-type move, you won't even have to worry about it. Just like that. A couple Fire Spins, take him out, no problem at all. Now, hopefully, it's an okay middle Pokemon, but it's fine. We've built up some stuff. We're going to throw this Dragon Claw so we can burn the shields. Unfortunately, they use shields, but they use the first two shields anyway, so we don't have to worry about it. Build up some more energy so we can get that Blast Burn easier, and he is doing a bit of damage. I don't like that, but that's fine. We can just do that nice little Dragon Claw there, get rid of the shields, and then we can fire off a Blast Burn that should take it out. Again, Charizard Y is pretty disgusting. Let's get some more energy and fire it off, please. Okay, that was really close. That was really close. For a second there, I really thought that thing was going to beat us. There we go, Blast Burn. Now, please have Scizor or Vileplume at the end, because he does have Vileplume. Cool, it has Scizor, cool. Arlo does have Vileplume as well, which is very, very weak to fire as well, which is great. And boom, there we go. We destroyed the Scizor. And just like that, we took him down with one Pokemon, Mega Charizard Y, which, again, is a Mega Pokemon, but still pretty insane that we were able to pull that off. I don't know if we can do it for Cliff, even though it's C-Dot. C-Dot's easy to defeat, but I don't know about any new Pokemon Cliff may have, because I have yet to fight him. I've only gotten Arlo 3 times from my balloons, so let's see what happens, though. Maybe we'll get lucky and get ourselves a shiny Shadow Venonat. Just need to see that blue nose. Come on, buddy, right here. Nope, not shiny. Again, the only way we'll be able to tell is from the blue nose and, of course, the sparkles, but it's just so weird that they gave him red eyes for something that really only changes when the eye color changes. Now let's move on with the Luminous Legends Y Special Limited Research. I've completed page 1 already, which was to catch 5 Shadows, also defeat 5 Grunts, and catch, I believe, 5 Dark types. So we're all done with that. Let's just claim our rewards here. Number 1 is those Pokeballs, and encounter number 1 is going to be a Meow. Cool. Could have been shiny. It's a Team Rocket Pokemon, obviously, you know, so let's just try to quick catch it. Hopefully that worked, and perfect it did. Second encounter is an Alolan Rattata, which we have a Spotlight Hour for today, which I will be live streaming on Twitch. So if you guys aren't already following me there, click on the link in the description box below and you'll gain access, and we hang out. It's a great time in there. But let's just quick catch that. We caught it. Awesome. Now let's get our final rewards for page number 1. We're going to get ourselves 1,000 XP and an encounter with a Stunky. Can't be shiny yet. It's decent for PvP as a stun tank, or is it stun tank or stun tank? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's pretty good in there, but this thing will not have PvP IVs, so in the end of the day, it's okay. And for step 2, we have to purify 3 Pokemon, then 5, then 7. That's weird. I was gonna go outside to do this step, but I feel like I could just do that in here, so just give me a second. Alright, we purified all this Pokemon. I do rockets literally all the time, so that took no time at all. Let's get those hypers. Let's get that little bitty, what is that? A revive. I don't know why I didn't know what that was for a second there. It was escaping my brain. And then there's a rocket radar piece, which is pretty cool. I don't know how many exactly I can do, because I actually have a radar on me, so that's crazy. Hopefully it's still counted. Anywho, final rewards. We get ourselves 2,000 XP. Wow, I thought it was going to be 1,500. And an encounter with another Alolan Rattata. Look, we get it, okay? We know that this is gonna be the Spotlight, which, you guys know my rat curse. Bet you anything, we're gonna get at least 1 during that time. If it's a Shundo, I won't complain, obviously, because it's a Shundo, and it would be a huge meme if I got the Shundo rat. But I kind of hope I don't. Anywho, we caught it. Neat. Now let's move on to page 3. What do we got to do? Defeat Arlo, Cliff, and Sierra. Cool. Let's go out there. Let's do that real quick. Kind of wish I got to this page, actually, before the balloon came in. Anyways, it don't matter. Let's go out there and let's battle them. Alright, guys, we're outside. I've just defeated Cliff here. Let's see. Last chance, really. No Shiny Shadow Aerodactyl. And 1,002. That's okay, but not enough to be a hundo, so it's fine. This time we've defeated Arlo, and he will have a Beldum for this one. Last Beldum Shiny Shadow check, until they bring it back for a third time, is not shiny, and it is a 332, which I know weather boosted means it's not good. Found a Sierra. This is possibly one of my last Shiny Shadow Carvanha checks ever. Not shiny. And a 212. Wouldn't have been good enough to purify into a Shundo anyways, but I don't think I'm gonna pull it off, guys, but I tried. Now let's claim our rewards for defeating these leaders. In total, we get 6,000 XP and an encounter at the end. But what will it be? I actually have no clue. 2,000 XP on top of that, so 8,000 in total, and a Murkrow, which could have been a Purkrow. Don't really need them, because I have a ton of them, but it is a really good flying type. So if you get a Hundo, congrats, and obviously if you get a Shundo, huge congrats, because it looks amazing anyways, and it's useful. Now let's move on to page number 4. We must purify 8 Shadow Pokemon, evolve 8 Pokemon, and earn 8 hearts with your buddy. All very simple, all very easy, though the downside is I'm literally working with my Shundo right here, and I've already given its buddy stuff, so that kind of sucks, but it's fine. We'll do these last little bits with him, and then we'll move on. So that wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be, because I had to do some battles, so I just did some raids with the Mega Altaria, and I walked a little bit, and we got the 8 because he's excited, so he gets 2 hearts for it, so that worked out great. Let's get those lovely little lures. Love that we're getting those. And this encounter is going to be with a... Come on! Eevee. Could have been shiny, especially because we're getting Sylveon next week. Can't get it yet, so if you're asking now in the comments, obviously you haven't made it this far, but you cannot get shiny Sylveon just yet, but soon in the future we will be able to get it. And the very final rewards for this quest are going to be 3,000 XP, pretty cool, and we're gonna get an encounter with a Mightyena. Can't be shiny, kind of just like it's more of a Team Aqua and Team Magma Pokemon, but you know, we don't have that. We don't have Team Go Magma and Team Go Aqua, though admittedly I would like to see that. Now onwards to step 5 of 7, we must defeat 8 Team Go Rocket Grunts, use an Incense, and catch 20 Dark-type Pokemon. Very, very simple, especially that Incense part, honestly. The only thing I don't like about it is they're forcing me to use this. I found a place that isn't as nearly windy as the rest of it. We got some big walls around me here, so let's claim our rewards real quick. We got ourselves a Pineapple Berry. We're also getting an encounter with a Galarian Zigzagoon, so if you don't want to do this task now, I would suggest holding off, because these are guaranteed Zigzagoon encounters, which they will become shiny in next week. We'll probably unlock shiny Zigzagoon, which will be awesome. It's an amazing shiny. I'll actually show it to you guys later on, but it is a really good shiny, so fingers crossed we actually get that. And encounter number 2 is a Sneasel, which could have been shiny. Sadly, mine wasn't. An 845. I don't believe that's good. I think you want it to be like 879 or something like that to be the hundo. So good luck. It's got a high shiny rate. And the final rewards for this one are gonna be 3,000 XP, and we're gonna be getting ourselves an encounter with a not Galarian, an Alolan Meowth. Though Galarian Meowth is a thing, so luckily I wasn't completely off, and also this has a high shiny rate, so good luck. Hopefully you get it. And now the wind's picking back up. Great. Anyways, now we have to complete 7 research tasks, win a raid, and catch 5 different species of dark types. And luckily for me, we got a lot of dark types around us, so let's do it.
A few moments later.
Alright everybody, it is now time for the Rattata Spotlight Hour, Alolan specifically, and you guys know that I am cursed with rats, so this is gonna be torment. You guys are not even gonna friggin' believe this. I didn't get a shiny rat. This is pretty great, I'm not gonna lie. This is great. I mean, you guys know my curse. I might be free. I might actually be free. I know I'm probably horribly jinxing myself, and I'm gonna run into a lot of these things later, but for now, I get a little bit of a temporary satisfaction to know that the curse didn't win this time. It feels good, man. You know a fun way to celebrate not getting a shiny rat? By evolving this Pancham right here. I actually had it as my buddy, and it's a 98 weather boosted one, so might as well, right? And in order to evolve it, we only had to catch 32 dark types, and luckily all those rats were dark types. So let's do this. Let's get our Pokedex Pengoru I'm excited for it because it looks really cool and it's pretty decent sounding for PvP, so I'm pretty down with it. PvP is how you say it, not PvP, PvP. Anywho, there it is, our beautiful panda bear. That looks so cool, and the shiny looks fantastic. It really, really does. But there it is, registered to the decks. Ah, I love it. Please have Snarl as its fast move. No, it doesn't, but it did get Night Slash, which is nice. You know what, I actually do want to give it Snarl so I don't forget. There it is, Snarl, Night Slash, and you also want to get either Rock Slide or Close Combat on it. It's really up to you. The both are pretty useful, but this thing is pretty good for PvP. Let's actually get it up there. If we max this one out, it'd be 3271, and probably as a hundo, it'd probably get close to 33, if not like 3290 or something like that, so definitely worth it because this thing is a great counter for things like, I don't know, you know, Mewtwo, Giratina, though also with Yveltal out here, it's actually pretty good too for PvP. In fact, a lot of people are saying that's mostly what you use it for, is for Master League, so either way, doesn't matter. I'm just happy to have it. It actually looks pretty cool. Alright guys, time to claim these rewards for Luminous Legends Y, page 6 of 7. Let's get this lovely Great Ball, or 10 of them actually, and this encounter is going to be with a Houndoom, which could have been shiny because of the Megas released. I'm gonna try to one-handed fast catch this, but this is gonna be a pain. So let's see if I can pull this off. And yeah, oh my god, I did it, kinda. I didn't really do it with one hand, I did it with two hands. Anywho, it worked though. Last one is a Alolan Grimer. That has a high shiny rate as well. Too bad that wasn't shiny. I love the Grape Grimer. It looks absolutely fantastic, but not as fantastic as when it actually enters the ball. There we go. And the final rewards of page 6 of 7. Let's see what we get. We get 4,000 XP. Wonderful. And an encounter with a Absol. Could have been shiny. High shiny rate. A lot of these dark types have high shiny rates, I've noticed. It's interesting. And now we have to purify 10 Shadow Pokemon, defeat a Team Go Rocket leader 3 times, doesn't matter which one apparently, and then catch 12 Shadow Pokemon. And that's for the last page, and the final reward on this is really cool. So, let's complete it real quick. Let's claim these. Just brought down Cliff again, and it wasn't shiny. I completely forgot to check it in front of you guys, so here it is. Unfortunately not shiny. And the other Cliff I found was not shiny either. Neat! This is probably my very final shiny Shadow Carvanha check until it someday comes back, maybe. Please, Pokegods, give me one more that can be purifiable into a Shundo. Right here. No, it's not a shiny Shadow, and definitely not able. Man, that's the complete opposite of what I asked for. I asked for something that was shiny, it wasn't, and I asked for good IVs, and it didn't have them. It's about right. It's exactly about right. Alright guys, I've actually got an Arlo here from the balloon. For some reason I only get Arlos out of the balloon, but that's fine, because I want the shiny Shadow Venonat, so we didn't get it! Neat! I can hunt for this more later on, but for now, they're only in the balloons right now, because I think I mentioned this beforehand. Wow, that was a terrible throw. I think I mentioned this beforehand, that during the beginning of these kind of events, whenever they give us brand new shiny Shadows, they'll only come in the balloon because the leader spawns at 6 a.m. And yeah, these events usually go live by 10, so they keep the teams they have, but then the next day they'll spawn in with their new teams. So day one's always through the balloons, but sadly, they just can't get that shiny Shadow out of the balloons, but it's fine. It's fine. We only need to get 5 of them, which is great. And I believe that was the last thing I needed to do. Yeah, it was. Let's get a poppin'. Let's claim this reward. It is another Galarian Zigzagoon. So like I said again, if you really want to get that shiny and you want 2 guaranteed chances right here that don't cost you anything, maybe hold back on the quest, because I mean, like, you don't need to do it. You can easily do it later. I've done this in literally a couple hours. It's not that hard at all. Though admittedly, I could have done it a lot faster, but I've just been, you know, doing it a little chiller. Plus, I like hunting when it's late at night. Anyways, let's see here. What about encounter number 2? It's a Larvitar. Still pretty cool. It has a Mega in the future, which is a Dark type. Yes, Rock and Dark. Yeah, as a Mega, I still believe it keeps the Dark type. And now it's time for the final reward, and it's a Dino. It'd be so cool if this turns out to be green. I want it to be green. Give me my second one. Right here, right now. It's not green, it's blue. Dang it! I was really hoping. Come on! Oh well, this is, I think, our only encounter with this that we'll ever get during this event. That makes me sad. Kind of wish that these were in researches, but like really rare researches, you know? But it is what it is, I guess. Life's hard. Well, now that we're done with all of that, just gonna hunt around a little bit. Why not? You know, I'm out and about. Might find something shiny. Hopefully, we haven't found anything today. Even though I'm happy we didn't get a rat. Part of me kind of wishes we got a rat, because, you know, lately we've been getting shiny in every video, but, you know, it is what it is. But before I go out and hunt, there's actually something I want to show you here, is during this event, if you have a Pokemon with Frustration, you can actually get rid of it now. So use an item, charge TM, I do not want Frustration, boom, it's gone. I don't want Ancient Power, but the frustration's gone, so that's great. And you can do this for a full week right now. This is like limited to the event. In fact, I think it's for this full 2 weeks. It's insane. I love this. So hopefully you guys get some really good shadows right now, because especially the Swinums. Go for Swinub, go for, what else do you want to go for? Electabuzz, that'll be good. Dratini, it's great. I mean, there's so many of them. Even right now with Sierra, the Sneasel. There's a really good ice type. Mamoswine's better, but, you know, Shiny Weavile, or not Shiny, but Shadow Weavile, pretty good. So there's a lot of things worth doing this with, and I highly suggest you just do it with all of them anyways, because you never know. Something in the future might get something that's amazing and you want to use it. Also, as you noticed, I've left Fire Blast. I'm going to get rid of that. You want Overheat on these things. If you do it to your Shadow Moltres specifically, you want Fire Spin and Fire Spin and Overheat. That's the combo. And ladies and gentlemen, we're back at the house, and wouldn't you know it, the Incense provides with a shiny little teddy bear. Shiny Teddy Ursa. I am so glad that we found this. I am so glad that we found this. My goodness. Anywho, let's just catch it real quick with a good throw, like that one. Perfect. Whew, feels good. It took a while, man. I was like, man, am I not gonna get a shiny? I mean, this isn't boosted by the event by any means, but it's driving me a little crazy. But I'm glad to say we got it. So maybe we'll get lucky and have good IVs? Not even slightly. Cool. Now that shiny's out of the way, I've actually been spending a lot of this time looking through my shadow Pokemon to get rid of frustration, and I found some treasures here. I actually just recently powered these up, but I found 2 shadow Metagrosses, or technically they were Beldums at the time, but I've made them Metagrosses now, and just look at this. 15, 14, 13? That's insanely good. This is the #1 steel type attacker in the game, even above a Mega Metagross, so that's amazing. And then I found another one with 15, 12, 12, so I have definitely made sure to get rid of frustration, and they both have Meteor Mesh now, and it's pretty fantastic. I am really happy. I've definitely made sure to power them up, not to 50 obviously, I don't have the XLs to do that, but still, it's awesome fun. I'm really happy I found these. Now before we wrap up this video, I'm actually going to show you what shiny Galarian Zigzagoon looks like, because I said I would, so why not? I'm in the Pokedex right now, I already have shiny Zigzagoon, I managed to get one a while ago, so here's the Galarian version, and this is the shiny. Tell me that's not amazing. I am so happy. Again, we have to defeat, I think it was 25 million rockets? I could be wrong, but it's a big amount of rockets we have to defeat. But I've done a ton today, so I'm sure everybody's doing it. But just look how good that is. And here comes the Laloon. I mean, it's just so good. And the Obstagoon looks really good. Unfortunately, I can't show that to you in the game, but trust me, it's better than this. In fact, it's kind of similar. Like, the legs have the blue and everything, but the body still says white and red. It's so good. It's so good. I really am gonna grind super hard for these because they're just so amazing. Today's positive comment shoutouts gonna go to Zelos. I got 10 shinies during the X event. I never knew you could do exclamation point Pokemon name to take that specific Pokemon. Great tip. Yeah, man, it's actually pretty cool because you can use it on a few other things, like exclamation point shiny. It gets rid of all of the shiny Pokemon as well. Exclamation point is removal, so you can do it on anything. Traded, hatched. Just to remove them so you can see what you just got that you didn't hatch or what you didn't trade for. It's a good tip, and also congrats on your 10 shinies. Hopefully one of them was a really good one. And with all that being said, this is going to be the end of the video, and if you've enjoyed it, and I really hope you have, please smash that like button for me, show me some love, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you know when I upload, and also comment down below. How are you liking the Y event so far? Have you gotten any good shinies, any good shadow Pokemon? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you really enjoy my content and you want to help the channel grow even more, there's a link to my Patreon in the description box below. But with that being said, this is the end of the video. I'll see you in the next one.